down the walls, no compromise. No filter, no mercy, just a cold hard truth. We're the ones who fight, and we're ready for you. When the truth's forever, we're breaking down the doors, no more shadows in the doghouse. It's all or nothing, we're here to fight, no bluffing, no running. Locked and loaded, the truth's forever, we're breaking down the doors, no more shadows in the doghouse. It's all or nothing, we're here to fight, no bluffing, no running. We don't back down, we stand our ground in the doghouse, where the real are found. No change, no fear, just pure aggression. We're here to win, no second guessing. No second guessing. This is the doghouse, time to face the sound. This is the doghouse, time to face the sound. This is the doghouse, time to face the sound. We don't back down, we stand our ground in the doghouse, where the real are found. No chains, no fear, just pure aggression. We're here to win, no second guessing. This is the doghouse, time to face the sound. Where the strong survive, we're tearing down the walls, no compromise. No filter, no mercy, just a cold hard truth. We're the ones who bite, and we're waiting for you. Welcome to the doghouse, where the strong survive. We're tearing down the walls, no compromise. No filter, no mercy, just a cold hard truth. We're the ones who bite, and we're waiting for you. Welcome to the doghouse, where the strong survive. We're tearing down the walls, no compromise. No filter, no mercy, just a cold hard truth. We're the ones who fight, and we're ready for you. Locked and loaded, the truth's forever. We're breaking down the doors, no more shadows in the doghouse. It's all or nothing, we're here to fight, no bluffing, no running. Locked and loaded, the truth's forever. We're breaking down the doors, no more shadows in the doghouse. It's all or nothing, we're here to fight, no bluffing, no running. No running, no bluffing, no running. No running, no running, no running. We don't back down, we stand our ground in the doghouse, where the real are found. No change, no fear, just pure aggression. We're here to win, no second guessing. No second guessing. This is the doghouse, time to face the sound. Welcome to the doghouse, where the strong survive. We're tearing down the walls, no compromise. No filter, no mercy, just a cold hard truth. We're the ones who fight, and we're ready for you. When the truth's forever, we're breaking down the doors, no more shadows in the doghouse. It's all or nothing, we're here to fight, no bluffing, no running. Locked and loaded, the truth's forever. We're breaking down the doors, no more shadows in the doghouse. It's all or nothing, we're here to fight, no bluffing, no running. We don't back down, we stand our ground in the doghouse, where the real are found. No change, no fear, just pure aggression. We're here to win, no second guessing. No second guessing. This is the doghouse, time to face the sound. This is the doghouse, time to face the sound. stand our ground in the doghouse, where the real are found. No chains, no fear, just pure aggression. We're here to win, no second guessing. This is the doghouse. Time to face the sound. Where the strong survive, we're tearing down the walls, no compromise, no filter, no mercy, just a cold hard truth. We're the ones who bite, and we're waiting for you. Welcome to the doghouse, where the strong survive. We're tearing down the walls, no compromise, no filter, no mercy, just a cold hard truth. We're the ones who bite, and we're waiting for you. Welcome to the doghouse, where the strong survive. We're tearing down the walls, no compromise. No filter, no mercy, just the cold hard truth. We're the ones who fight, and we're ready for you. Locked and loaded, the truth's our ammo. We're breaking down the doors, no more shadows in the doghouse. It's all or nothing, we're here to fight, no bluffing, no running. Locked and loaded, the truth's our ammo. We're breaking down the doors, no more shadows in the doghouse. It's all or nothing, we're here to fight, no bluffing, no running. No running, no bluffing, no running. No running, no running, no running. We don't back down, we stand our ground in the doghouse where the real are found. No chains, no fear, just pure aggression. We're here to win, no second guessing. No second guessing. This is the doghouse, time to face the sound. Welcome to the doghouse, where the strong survive. We're tearing down the walls, no compromise. No filter, no mercy, just the cold hard truth. We're the ones who fight, and we're ready for you. When the truth's forever, we're breaking down the doors, no more shadows in the doghouse. It's all or nothing, we're here to fight, no bluffing, no running. Locked and loaded, the truth's
What is going? What is going on, guys? We are doing a mic check. Let's make sure that this mic is good. We were just doing a new settings. You might notice the mic quality. Oh, wait a minute. Forgot to change the turn. What is going on, guys? It is your boy, The Doghouse Show. We are back from Austin. So most of you guys who were tuning in noticed that we were at the Texas Tribune Festival, and we had a great time. We had a great time. We went and looked at a bunch of different things like that. Cypher was with us. So it was a great time overall. Really enjoyed it. Got to meet the mayor of McAllen, Texas. But due to the stream being down, we got to interview the mayor. But unfortunately, it didn't pick up the video. And the audio was just as bad. So we learned a lot of lessons. Honestly, guys, I think going to that festival, I learned quite a bit about this the festival scene, if you will, in politics. So I'm super glad we got to do that. I got to iron out some details. I got to figure out what works, what doesn't work, things like that. Audio needs to be improved for sure. What we're also going to probably do is just film these kinds of events like rallies and things like that. And if you guys are tuning in, something else we're going to be doing tonight is we are going to cover the presidential debate. Now, it's going to require a lot of logistics. I've just set up my new audio setup with one of our with a new interface. So I'm going to have to try to figure that out when we get in there, and we're going to be probably doing that under Wix channel, but we'll be kind of live streaming back and forth with that. Overall, it's going to be really exciting. I'm super looking forward to it. And we got a few other topics to cover in the next 53 minutes that we have before the presidential debate begins. I do want to let you guys know there's probably not going to be a way for me to actually be able to stream this, because a lot of the times what will end up happening is they are ready to go. CNN and other CNN, I believe, will go in and just start copy striking everybody who does this presidential debate stuff. So it's super important that I'm not gonna be able to stream it. You might be able to hear some audio and see the video from the from the group of people we're with, but it's gonna be very limited, and we're not gonna be able to really watch anything. But we will be able to commentate live. So it is a commentary live. If you're coming in here from TikTok, super looking forward to you coming in here. Something we're trying to do is trying to expand a little bit from these platforms. I just actually posted a video, and I don't know how well it did. We did get a few viewers, actually, a few people coming in and seeing that. So that's cool. But we're also trying to work on YouTube, trying to get YouTube up and running. It is extremely difficult. The algorithm is very, very finicky. You go in and you try to like put up a short. One short will do like 600 views, and the next one just kind of falls off. And you're like, what the heck's going on? I don't know, right? So one other thing I want to do is I need to reconnect my chat bot here. All right, there we go. So anyways, guys, you might like the new audio quality of the mic. It is probably a really, really, really loud. So we're going to crank this down just a bit. There we go. So it's not peaking too bad. And let's see here. So one of the first things we're going to cover, we'll just jump right on into them, is a topic that I have been keeping a very close eye on, and that is the immigration issue. The immigration issue is something that I think is extremely disheartening to see. I think that I have seen a lot of, quite frankly, racist attitudes towards this. And I think it does a huge disservice to the immigration population. So for anyone who's unaware, I believe it was yesterday, I was scrolling through Twitter and I noticed that there were several memes of Donald Trump holding, it was AI photos of Donald Trump holding cats and ducks. I was like, that's weird. I was like, that's pretty weird. I don't know what this is about. And so then it comes out with there was a body cam footage of a police officer arresting a woman who had eaten a cat. Okay. And the narrative that was being formed was that this was due to the fact they were saying that this is a Haitian woman and this is due to immigration. Well, it turns out that is false. This woman was not Haitian. She was an American citizen. Then it came out and said, well, these people are beheading ducks. Okay. So we look into that. We don't even know whether this is true or not. We have a picture of a person, an African-American male walking down the street with a goose. And with that goose, we don't have any video. We just have a photograph. We don't know his ethnicity. We don't know nothing about it. Then MAGA shifts. MAGA goes, well, wait a minute. Look. They're like, look. What this is you see, it's actually it's the town hall. The people are saying it. The people are saying it. Yeah, they're totally doing it. And you're like, okay, that's great. What evidence do they have? They don't have any. So guys, this is one of those things where it's like MAGA is trying to put out all these different narratives of what is going on. And it's just not factual. It's just not factual at all. So this story all around looks really bad. It was tweeted out by JD Vance. It's just all around really, really nasty and really ugly. And it does nothing to help the immigrant population. So now what we're going to jump into now is we're also going to cover, let me see here. We have another topic I wanted to cover. We're going to quickly kind of go through these things and we're going to try to see who's streaming, who's not, and we'll kind of jump in and kind of do all that stuff. But the next one I wanted to talk about was, the Tyreek Hill case. Let me tell you something. I watched the video. There was definitely two wrongs here, but they don't make a right? Tyreek could have complied. He didn't comply. It led to somewhat of an escalation of force. However, there is a proper escalation of force. And what took place there with Tyreek Hill was not a proper escalation of force. That officer went far above and beyond what he should have done. I think that the officers were generally in the right. except for that one officer. I think that one officer handled this way too aggressively. Came off way too aggressively with too much attitude, and it should not have been handled that way. So let's do this. I'm actually going to see if we're doing an open panel right now. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see who is streaming. We're probably going to jump in and I'm going to go backstage here. See if this works. I have to try this out. I've not done this yet. So bear with me. Let's do push talk. So I'm not talking with you guys.
Off about how shady it is and how he hates it as well. I love it. I love watching the PR dance that like the politicians know they're doing. They know they're doing X, Y, and Z to get the public to respond A, B, and C way. And
this shit is so revolting to me though. Like
hey, can I let you guys know? I'm sorry to jump in here and say this as I'm doing this, but I just want to let you guys know I'm streaming. That's all. Go ahead, continue.
Oh, you're good.
Rude.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I love it. I think it's fantastic to watch. Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi going back and forth. It's some of my favorite politics that I've in the last decade. So I don't know.
I don't care for the theater. I want I'm the kind of guy that's like bringing up the results. I want to know what's going on when we actually put this shit in practice. Like I will look. I'm real on this. There's shit that I fucking despise in politics because on like a moral or ethical level, I think it's wrong. But I will totally eat it because like most of the other people are against me and I can live with it. Or like there's a level where, hey, even if it's something that we think is wrong today and that we don't like, we can make a practical like overture to saying, hey, it still makes the world better because needle exchange programs are a great one. Like we're kind of encouraging drugs, and I get where people have a moral issue with that. But on the same side of it, we're spreading around less STDs, and people are getting less sick, and people are dying less. That's still a win.
I feel you on the specificity, and I actually was having that argument with Doghouse the other day on about Kamala Harris's policies. I read through her border policy. When you get to the early stuff in taxes, she's talking about policies there. When she's talking about the justices, she brings up the court packing bill, and it's 3 tenants. But when she gets down to the immigration stuff, it's super fucking vague. It leaves Biden out of the thing completely and totally and doesn't tell you what she's going to do. Juxtapose that with if you go to Trump's like 3 videos on the topic, he tells you exactly what he's going to do. Executive order, doing X, Y, and Z. DHS policy, doing this and this. And we're going to push this bill in Congress as well. So I really appreciate that personally from them. Like I like the specificity.
Okay, so is the reason why you can actually get a little bit of detail out of Trump and a little bit of detail out of Kamala is just because they know about 3 different subject matters and that's about it, and that's all they're actually good at talking about?
Yeah, well, the 3 things they think they're going to win the election. You can see Trump gets a question he doesn't. I can't remember the third one. They do this.
You're right.
It's you want, not the question you get.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this, and y'all gotta just tell me if I like I'm just hard coping, but is and has absolutely no moral center. Is that literally just what we've done? We made it where it's so unattractive that we just put up idiots for it.
I think that's perspective. I think they're all good people. I think they're all intelligent, well-educated, went to great school. Most of them are lawyers. Most of them have great degrees. And they're usually from AOC to Trump, all decent human beings doing what they think is best for the country. Yeah, white pill. There's your daily white pill, boys.
That's disgusting to me. Okay, am I doing the crazy leftist shit right now? Because like I'm not a leftist, but it's like I should be able to expect more out of these people. I really think I should. Like this theater shit is bull. Like I want politics to be sexy. Politics fucking sucks now.
Yeah.
No one knows shit. No one literally knows a fucking thing anymore. It used to be politics was for the fucking nerds. Either you were like crazy on a moral level where you just were kind of browbeating everybody because you were a Jesus freak, or you were a fucking huge nerd who were writing policies because either like the DoD was paying you or academia was paying you. So
That
like, what the fuck?
high fact
Speaking-
politics
so
exists.
Speaking of,
If I may.
speaking of
Sorry.
high
If
I
facts,
may, I think
politics,
that
and
follows-
hyperbole, really quick.
Son of a God damn it.
Tyler,
Yes, sir.
where is the hyperbole? That's why I came in here. I'll let y'all get
Okay.
back to y'all's conversation in just a second. Where's the hyperbole in my post? Okay,
Okay.
motherfucker.
All right, so going through what you say, I'll just put it for everybody who can hear. The right is making a literal fake news story the center point of their attacks on immigrant communities. In the same week, half of conservative media was outed for being paid Russian stooges.
Yeah,
I'd say-
where did I get the? Hold on.
I'd say
Where
all
did I
that's
get the-
hyperbole.
Where did I get the format? And then I said evil afterwards. Why did I say it like this?
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah.
The only hyperbole is you saying half sounds so. The rest of it's not hyperbole. It's just-
Fucking true. Fucking true. Probably like 3/4.
It's equally as bad as his hyperbole, and you guys
That is
both
fucking
are
retarded.
making a
you know
good
it.
point.
I'm
No,
sorry.
because
No.
I'll explain to you where it is.
The entire. Hold on. I'm just gonna click on
Explain to me
his.
where my dog is. Okay, that's what I want to know.
I guarantee you, anyone that's not on Twitter has no idea about this fucking Ohio cat eating thing. So it's not the right,
No.
it's maybe just the
No,
eyeliner.
you're fucking wrong. because
Wrong.
Donald Trump
JD
and JD
Vance.
Vance are going out and
My
they're
grandmother's
fucking talking
Facebook
about this.
disagrees with you.
John, fucking Donald Trump is tweeting out pictures of him hugging baby kittens and ducks and saying that he's a defender of small, wild, woodland creatures. All right, and I want you to tell me when I say the police haven't gotten any reports about missing pets or wildlife, and then for him to respond with, "Hold on, let's go back to it." The left is flooding your communities with third worlders with no goal of assimilation. A small town forced to take 20,000 Haitians while facing budget cuts is being crippled by immigration. But the left smiles gleefully as your homes are destroyed, that nothing is happening. Evil.
It's hyperbole, absolutely.
No, it's retarded. I am commenting on the fact that they literally don't have a single factual fucking basis, like not a single iota of fact to go off and attack all Haitian immigrants in this fucking town for eating their cats and dogs and their ducks. Okay.
Are you telling me being retarded isn't a basis? I feel like being
Okay.
retarded is that's
I mean,
a strong
retarded
basis.
too,
I'm
but
being
at least
retarded.
I'm
you
retarded
look-
too, but at least I try to pretend
Like-
that I'm not. Okay.
Gotta be
you
honest,
look-
like being retarded
he-
seems like kind of a cool thing.
Hey, I
In
have
that post 20,000 Haitians are eating ducks and cat. What he's saying in that post is a small town of 60,000 people was forced to take 15 to 20,000 Haitians, which I'm pretty
Okay.
sure is true.
no. I look.
I
I,
just wanna
2 million,
scroll up
2
really quick,
million,
hold
2
on,
million, 2
really
million.
quick. Just scrolling
2
up to
million.
the original tweet. All right.
Oh,
Does
I can't
anybody
see that.
else have Haitians will invade small town Ohio with crime, killing ducks in the park, massive spike in car accidents, and
the
eating your
fuck?
neighbor's cat because Democrats are funneling them in to destroy America on their 2024 bingo card? Who is more factually in the right here, Tyler?
Hey, to
Well,
be
he
fair,
was wrong.
Did you see what the monkeys did during COVID
Okay, hey, real
to
quick.
cities in India? Like, hey, to be fair, like there is crazy shit going on with animals. It's funny insane,
Yeah,
but yeah.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah,
Look. I'll tell.
It's no
hold on.
hyperbole. He's using
Very much
his
correct.
hyperbole is a little
No,
worse,
sure.
and he was actually
No,
factually
his-
correct about it.
He
Yeah.
was factually incorrect and he was hyperbolic. I asked, where are the police reports that everybody's saying that there are, but the police departments are saying that there aren't a single fucking one of these police reports.
Probably-
They're
they probably
completely
don't
fucking
exist.
myth as to what to fucking do. All right.
Just as a
I
quick-
say that.
just as a
and
Police
then he
report.
responds
The
by
police
saying-
is
Just
under
as
control
a-
of
just
the
as-
Illuminati.
listen, no one
Let's pull
cares.
this down one
Just
level.
as a quick reality check, it took less than 20 Facebook posts, including ads, for me to see one of my retarded conservative family members being like, "Herder, hide your doggy."
And I keep repeating
right.
that they keep on providing the same exact tweet. And like even today, as I was like trying to like sit there and be like, hey, I think this is pretty disgusting and heinous. It's like, yeah, but did you see the video? I'm like, yeah, that video has been debunked like a million
Dog-
times already.
Doghouse, I know this is friends and family from members for you. So, like, what the fuck happened to these
Tyler,
people?
what do you think are those blinds
Look,
gonna change? It seems
let-
like
let
it's
me-
dark outside. I'm sorry, I just gotta ask really quickly. Tyler
What?
closing the blinds was interesting because it seems like it's dark outside and he tried to close the blind, so I'm not sure.
Oh,
They look ghetto. They look ghetto when they were all fucked up behind me.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right.
I just wasn't sure what you were
Well,
doing.
I know
You
what I-
like
I know where I was
closing the
gonna
blinds
take
while
over.
it is
No, you
dark
already
outside?
did.
I'm
Stop
sorry.
it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I did. I have
Yeah,
another
you
conversation
did.
I'm going to
Doc-
go into for a second.
I'm
alright?
more
But
interested
I
in
just want to
blinds.
say,
I'm sorry.
He
Look,
is being worse. You're right. I'm sorry I
Okay,
made an
it-
equivalency.
yeah, okay. The fucking both sidesing when the conservatives right now are losing their fucking minds. Their brains are turning into soup. It's like they don't know what to fucking do. There's a black woman that's running against Donald Trump, and they're like, "Fuck, dude, I only know how to run against white women and white
No, no,
men.
no.
Now there's
What-
a black
But
man
hey,
in front of me. I don't know what to fucking do with him.
hey,
Like,
hold on.
and
But
now I have to
she's-
fucking sit with a
She's
fucking
laughing
false
weird. She's
equivalency.
laughing weird. There's an argument. Like, hey,
I mean,
it's
I mean, fair
politically
point. All right,
can't be
she
a president
cackles.
if you're laughing weird. Like, nah, that just doesn't
Okay.
work. Like,
Sorry, I got a little bit triggered. I have another
Laughing
conversation I have to
camera.
do for a second.
Yeah,
I
it's
will talk
okay.
about
Get
it.
it all out. Get it all
Yeah,
out, King.
I don't even remember what the
Fucking
fuck I wanted to say, Sonsol. God damn it.
Fucking Ritalin. Goddamn. Anyway, Doghouse. So,
that's
like,
why
what's
I
up,
did
dude?
Craig because
God
I
damn it,
stuck
Ryan,
Ritalin.
shut up for a
Go for
second.
Craig.
Oh,
Diamond
Dog
League,
House.
go all the way. All good.
Doghouse, what happened to
What's up?
these folks? These are our friends. These are our family, and they're just like, yeah, Donald Trump is totally the right person for the job. Like, what the fuck? What happened?
my family would just say that like Donald Trump is our god and emperor, and we would kiss the ring. Like that's pretty much it. It's like it's literally just like at this point, it's your favorite football team. That's just what it is. If your favorite,
Oh
like
my!
like if your favorite
Oh
football
my
team
God.
sits there and does a play, you're gonna defend them until the very end, and that's just basically what this is.
Yeah.
If like Fox News says it, you're just gonna defend it until the very end. There is
Okay.
yeah.
So, just as what I would like to think of as sane person, we all acknowledge that this is the kind of shit that determines how much we pay in taxes, what we think is moral in society, and what we tell people you're going to jail for. Like, like I don't know how many levels of implication there are from literally the United States federal government, but I'm thinking it's in the scale of fucking trillions, right? So why are we taking this as a joke? Well, why is this literally where we do?
Well, no,
Because it's
so-
America.
But no, this is
I
the
can
pro-
give you a good answer for that. So
Good.
that factual reporting, that factual adult politics still exists. It's over here. The people that want it still have access to it. I'm subscribed to the New York Times, National Review, and most of the media I consume is that adult boring. It's boring. Most people don't give a shit. Most people don't want to watch it, spend their time doing it. Nobody watches C-SPAN. Since they've started doing what I'm calling the Jerry Springer politics, where you're more referring to as contentious, voting turnout has spiked like massively. 2024 is, according to Pew, is seeing like election turnout for like smaller state, local elections, school board elections, things that like get like a 3 to 5% turnout just skyrocket. Like people are paying a lot more attention to politics, and even if it takes a little bit of Jerry Springer to bring them in, it's working, and it's really pulling massive amounts of people into the vote. So overall,
Yeah.
it could be a good thing.
So basically,
Yeah,
what we're saying
sure.
is that
Sure. With the internet, it's like basically, obviously, it's a short attention span. Like, it's like obviously, like, hey, people need and get used to like even for a long time it was like the joke about Gen Z or whatever. Sorry if my English is mediocre. I'm from Germany, by the way.
Guten Tag, wie geht's?
Sehr gut.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. God damn, you bring me out of my line. Shit. Now I'm fucking confused. Fucking hell. Like, god damn it. I'm so...
Dankeschön.
No problem. Kein Problem. Fucking hell. But like, yeah, it's the whole focusing like for a long time it was like kind of a joke, like, oh yeah, Gen Z, like, oh, they need the extra video for everything, and like, oh, don't have the focus. But no, it became the standard. Like everybody right now has like a lower. If you just look at movies, everybody goes into movies. Watch a movie from right now and compare it to a movie from maybe even the same thing like X-Men. X-Men is something that has existed, like a franchise that has existed for forever. Look, not forever, but like since the 1990s, which is for me forever as a young person. But yeah.
Well,
But look at a 1990s X-Men and look at it right now. Every few seconds, cut.
Rat Tail, have you ever watched a show called The West Wing by chance?
I'm bad with names, but if I look it up, I might have.
Okay,
It's an
so
Aaron Sorkin thing. If you'd seen it, you'd know.
I think
Yeah,
you should
so-
star in a
I
silent theater
wouldn't
film
know it
until
by
his
name.
application
Like,
is over.
I'm so horrible with names. You have no
Well,
fucking clue.
long story short is like, so I'm not going to say that all politics doesn't have an element of like theater that we're going to have to deal with, right? Because some people are going to be like, I am morally outraged, and you know, you get the fucking there's the guy who went out against Bill Clinton, even though he was an adulterer himself. What was his name? Newt Gingrich, right? Like, people like that are going to do theater. And I'm cool with that if they're like, hey, look, I think this is bullshit. And it's not just a level of like, oh, little bullshit. Like, this is big bullshit. The problem I have is, why didn't we roast his ass alive when it came out that he was having an adultery, you know, was cheating on his wife at the same time? It's like, we don't hold people to a standard. We just say, oh, fuck, it's part of the game. Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
This is
Ty,
too
I do
important for
remember
that
what I was gonna
shit.
say. You were talking about how it feels like people that are involved in politics are no longer like actual nerds. It feels more like the standard has been lowered. Yeah.
It lowered, if not completely changed.
So
It's
what I
like-
would say is that I think that follows logically from the fact that our politicians have also had their standards lowered. If you look at the grade level of U.S. presidential speeches, it's done nothing but go down since, if I'm not mistaken, either the early 80s or late 70s. To the degree that, like, when Obama was in office, he was giving speeches at something like an 8th or ninth grade level. And of course, Trump was giving them at preschool, but it went a little back up afterwards.
Extended.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
finish.
done nothing but go steadily down for over a decade, a significant amount of time. So I think it does logically follow that dumber people would suddenly be like, "Oh, I understand this."
Hey, let's not shame the working class, okay?
Absolutely not. That's like a big thing I learned. Like, I myself, to give a little backstory to me, I myself definitely still a very left person. I was pretty much an ignorant idiot. Then I
And
had
well,
my
that hasn't changed.
that freshly came. That freshly came.
It's
Just a
fucking
week ago,
beautiful. It's
I had
beautiful.
I had long hair, and I
The
was
80s are
like,
really coming
oh,
back, boys. They're coming back.
I bet it
I have-
smells like beer.
Please no.
hell yeah. And like, hey,
Can we?
Yeah,
Hey,
we
the Cold
did.
War
I had
came back
long hair.
too. Isn't that the best part?
yeah, hell yeah,
The
fucking
80s
yeah.
the
Fucking
80s are
let's
back.
go. It's
Cold
fucking
War and all.
80s. So next week I'm about to shave this off, so I just have the mustache left, and then I feel like at home.
This man's
times
camera
again. Hell yeah.
auto-centered. This after you said the 80s are coming back, which made me think of like industrial rock. And his camera auto-centered and showed me his fuse box. Yeah, look at that. It was like, they're back, bitch. They're here.
Hell yeah.
That's so fucking awesome.
This is where my documents are in.
Oh my god.
Back there, you see
Documents
my
are in that
document box?
metal case.
I have like a document box back there.
So hey,
like
if,
a 80s document box where like, you have like all your like.
so if the
important
80s
shit
are
in.
if the 80s are coming back, does that mean by the time we get to 2035, we get the 90s back, where like things can actually look good again?
90s
Maybe.
would sound pretty good. I'm into the 90s.
Like, don't get me wrong, like the 90s were Brave New World.
Listen,
a
Ty,
lot of people
listen.
were hopeful.
I want you to know
Golden Age of
something.
Star Trek.
I want you
Let's
to know
go.
something. As a Kamala Harris simp, I just want you to know we're never going back. Okay.
Oh my god.
But
Dude,
to
in all
be honest,
fairness, the level that you've gotten into this bullshit is just driving me a little batshit. Like, you just like, did you just say fuck it? I don't care anymore. I'm just
All right. I'm
rolling
glad.
with
I'm
it.
glad I can actually say this because I've been wanting to say this in my stream.
Well,
If
hold
you
on.
are concerned,
It's
no.
just because Doghouse understands how he
Fuck
exists
y'all.
in the context of what
Yeah.
has been. That's all.
Yes. No. Parallax is like spot on here. Let me explain what my attitude is right now. If you are a conservative and you have called me a socialist,
Then
you've
fuck
called me a
you.
progressive, or any of those dirty words, guess what? I don't give a fuck about you. I'm calling you out right now. When I heard
What
when
is-
I heard lecture fans fifis because I retweeted his little tweet about not giving a book to a child because he wanted to own the libs, I give zero fucks. I want that to be clear too.
Like, at this point, what is dirty about those words?
No. Let me explain what I'm.
Socialist.
I think
I
you care a
understand-
lot
I
about
understand
this.
the American idea of it. It's
No,
like
no.
dirty.
Let-
And like I myself think the idea is dirty. Like
Fuck you, commie.
socialism. Fuck
No, look-
socialism.
No,
Fuck
Rattail.
socialism.
Rat
But
tail.
the American idea of it, like
No, Rat tail.
healthcare
What I'm
socialism.
saying
Oh,
by that.
fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Your
no,
eyes are way too dilated for you to be yelling "fuck socialism" on repeat. You sound like Hitler and look like Hitler right now.
no, no.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
do
tell
an
you. Let me tell you.
exorcism.
Hey, Ratio, let me just tell you real quick, okay? Oh God, it's gonna follow his room. Please don't be a freaking.
No, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Go, go,
Okay.
go.
So
Look,
no, real quick. I just want to say this. I just want to say this real fast before Ratio comes in with his like megalo. What in the Exorcist are we doing right now? Yep. Okay. Oh God.
the fucking Christ.
Oh God.
All right,
No,
look.
I
So
just,
there's a level where I can sympathize with this just real quick, where like there's some people who don't know fuck all about history, but they do know there's like a couple of bad things in history where it's like you just avoid that shit. And
no, stop,
unfortunately,
Ty. I don't want to go down
socialism's
this.
one of them,
No,
right?
Ty, we're not gonna go
I
down this
got
route. Look.
asked in Texas while I was in school
Well-
in Texas for exchange here. I
Oh,
got
way to go,
asked if
way to go,
Hitler's still
Ty.
alive
Way to
and
go.
if I-
You're welcome.
If I know Hitler.
All right,
So-
all right.
on.
Answer
Ratio.
answer your question there.
Let me just say what I want to fucking say. God
I'm
dang it.
Say it.
Way to go,
Say it.
Ty. All right, so
Say it.
look, let me just explain real quick. It's very simple. Okay. I
Uh-huh.
don't give two shits about progressives or socialist policies. Not saying that I don't care about them. I'm saying I don't care. I literally just don't care about the politics of that side. All I'm saying is that for the longest time, I've sat there and kowtowed to try to like say, okay, hey guys, you know what? I kind of see your policy, but guess what? They never cared about me to begin with. So why do I care about them? They sat there and go, oh, Doghouse, like, you know,
It just really seems like you care. That's kind
No.
of where I'm hung up.
No,
on
no, no.
this.
I do care about being
Uh-huh.
called things that I'm not. And I'm tired.
Okay.
And what I do care about is watching my freaking Republican Party that I supported for the past however many elections absolutely just bow down and kiss the ring and kiss the feet of Donald Trump. That is
Say
what
that.
yeah.
Run with that. Like, you know what? Like, no, I want to be a Republican, but this can't be the Republican Party that I support. And I'm on the same team, dude. I really fucking am. Like, Republicans used to have balls. They used to say, hey, look, like, we just pick certain people we want to win. There was levels where it's just like, hey, look, we don't care if you're a single mom. We're here for married couples. Like, there's levels where shit made sense. Like, there was like some principle backing behind it. But now what is it? It's conspiracy theories and fucking like the sucking Trump's cum all fucking
well,
day.
hey,
You
look,
guys are,
Like,
if you switch out some detail, this is my argument about the Democratic Party. If you switch out, hold on, Ratio, hold on. This is my literal argument about the Democratic Party. I could take like exact parallel conspiracy theory, fucking derangement of the other party's candidate. I'll go as far as saying even anything involving gender should be exercised as leftist gobbledygook that has no place in adult liberal politics. So all that shit be gone. I would love to go back to the Democratic Party and Bill Clinton.
okay, so
What do you think
I
about January 6th?
I prefer like
Riots are bad.
I prefer Clinton when it comes to like
No, but
like a social
the-
stance. But like when it came to economics, I'm a little bit more with Biden. Like Biden being a union Democrat, thank fucking Christ. Like someone actually tried to put up a fight. I think it was way too late. Like the Democrats have fucked over the unions for 30 years, and now they're trying to keep them on board. Now that like literally the ship is sinking.
But
you-
that's
you could-
America. America
Hold
wouldn't
on,
be
hold on,
America
hold on,
without
Rat.
the
Like,
unions.
Can I have a real exchange with Ty here? Ty,
Yeah, what's up?
I'm curious what you think regarding I also see Biden as pretty staunchly pro-union based upon the totality of his actions and how this ended up resolving. But at the time when he busted up the train sit-ins and walkouts or whatever, people
was a hit.
really thought that was super anti-pro-union. But the way that actually played out over time is that it benefited those union employees. They got back to work and got raises. So I'm very curious how that ends up being like an anti-union act in the long run. And do you even see it as one on its face in terms of like, at the end of the day, there are certain things that we need to keep our country running, to keep companies and people supplied, and rails are one of them.
Yeah, so I'm pretty radical on this one, and I generally favor what is more the leftist take on this because class warfare is important to me, actually.
Okay.
I'll just put it this way: I thought that he scooped in the wrong way, and while it made things at least okay, the things that they were asking for I didn't think was unreasonable, and the railroads were just fucking shoving it up their ass. Now, granted, these guys are paid really well. I think the like entry level now is like 87,000 for a lot of these folks. But they work 70 hours a week. So there's levels where it's like what did they want? They wanted like days to actually call in sick. They don't get sick days. They wanted days where they could actually like take off on vacation because they don't get that shit either. Like these guys are literally just like robots. And like I'm pro union, but there is a level where I'm gonna kind of look at this on another level and say, like people are talking about automating trucks. That ain't gonna happen. But you can automate trains, and we're there. Where we have the tech. It's ready to go. Like the technology is not nearly as complicated as a 3D driving system that has to know everything around you. You have to know what's in front of you, and you have to know what's behind you with rails. It's way easier, way simpler.
Sure.
So there's a level where like I want people to do this. I actually want to double the rail traffic in the country, and if we want to employ people to do it, 100%. But there's also a level where
So
this 70 hours a
ideological
week shit is
support-
terrible.
So ideological support, but pragmatic understanding of the actions.
Yeah, like at least that's what I
Okay.
advocate for. So it's like I'm cool if we want to pay people to do it, but these people should be on like 4-day rotations or 3-day rotations, and we need to double the workforce if we're going to keep this as a major industry, because this is bullshit. Like these guys literally work 70 hours a week, and what's worse is that I've talked to a number of them, and granted, maybe this is not the whole industry, but like we've got a major rail line that goes through my hometown, or sorry, just south of my hometown, where goes Cincinnati to St. Louis, right? Some of them go up by Terre Haute, and that's the CSX line. Then you have Norfolk Southern, it goes right through Princeton, Indiana. And I'll talk to some of these guys, and like I've heard stories from the CSX folks where
Yep,
like they
we
get
have a-
stuck
just
in another
for-
city and they can't even
sorry.
drink in the fucking hotel. Like it's like, okay, cool, thank you CSX for paying for it, but you can't even let me have
There's-
beers.
There's a
Come on,
bit
what
more
is
to
going
this.
on?
My brother's in a union and my mom's husband are both in unions. They do a lot of this work. So they do work long hours, but a lot of that is what the union negotiates in their contracts for them to work so that they can get these big jobs in, do like a 3 to 4 month job, and then take 6 months off and basically get a year's pay. So there's a lot to it. You get a lot of per diem out of it. You get great pay out of it. And the non-drinking, they were doing welding on a nuclear site. So I know you couldn't even have alcohol in your blood when you stepped onto that site on Monday morning, meaning the whole weekend you couldn't touch alcohol. So like they were very strict, especially for these top end jobs about with public safety in mind. That you were completely sober, on the ball, doing the best you could. Every weld had to be inspected by somebody from a different department to make sure everything was perfect. So I will say that some of that scrutiny and some of that hard work and the hours put in aren't all work because of these safety regulation checks, and a lot of it is what the union in particular asked for.
Can I be
So,
honest?
Tyler,
Like,
when you said that, the takeaway for me was that my cousin was a union welder for a number of years. And he did cocaine on the weekends.
Yep.
So,
Because that's
so
how you get
the takeaway for me is now I understand oil spills. Those motherfuckers don't give a fuck.
That's how you get away with it. Heroin too.
Yeah.
What was he? A boilermaker, pipe fitter?
He worked for it was the pipe fitters union. He did gas lines,
Yep, fitters.
All right,
natural
so
gas. Yep, he was a fitter.
look, I understand people use drugs to cope, and if you can handle your shit, I'm liberal enough to say like I'm cool with it. But there's levels where a lot of people are not okay with it, and like I would like to be able to somehow separate who gets what. So like I'm cool with legalizing all drugs, but you got to have a doctor's note for your meth. You got to have a doctor's note for your cocaine. You got to like your doctor's got to be like, hey, like you can handle this
For
or
the
this will help
meds?
you. Dude,
This
Adderall's
is
a thing.
this is for
Like,
Doghouse. Next time we're going back and
know
forth.
Adderall is
This
a-
is the
is a
gem
thing.
of a man that's roasting you. Use what you gotta
Oh,
use.
oh, that's a cutie. I love it. I
That's a
love it.
beautiful fucking hat right there.
The cutie patootie. America. Yeah.
so yeah, I'm a little biased here. I admit it.
America.
Like
Kind of
smoking
America.
helps my bipolar a lot. It's one of those deals where it's like I would like this to be somewhat of a therapy because I like we have medical cards. It's a thing. Like that's the kind of drug policies I want. Like, all right, cool. You know, I have a licensed trained person get you the drugs that you need or something that can help you. But it's if you're just a user and abuser, we ain't gonna give it to you. Like that seems like a lot more sensible than what we've been doing.
So
look,
to be clear, you want us to go from like these things are Schedule 1 prohibited, can put you in jail for a very long time to like, and I'm not saying this isn't
Depends on what it
realistic,
is.
but, like in your perfect world, then a person is like, all right, so listen, doc, I just like to do a couple rails off a stripper's ass on the weekend and kill my coworkers on
That
Monday.
sounds
Like,
great. Okay,
and,
like-
2 lines for this weekend. You get 2 lines for this weekend.
you want my
Let's see what
coworkers to
we
get
have
through the day
to
Monday.
do next
You better let me
weekend.
go see fucking Diamond this weekend, okay?
Why is it gotta be Diamond? Wait,
Okay,
why
like,
can't it
That
be
was the
Deborah?
first one that came to my mind. Yeah,
Like-
yeah, Deborah.
I
Deborah works at a
prescribe
different
2
class
strip
strip club,
lines this
okay?
weekend. Next weekend, 4.
okay, so
Deborah
I'm,
works
I'm
at a strip club that serves a buffet on Sunday.
this is where I'm going to go like full hippie, but there's a level where it's like if you can get other people like who are credentialed to sign off on you, if like getting or like smoking a line off a hooker's ass at the end of the weekend actually works for you, like I'm hippie enough to say fucking right on, go for it. Like I don't have a problem with that. Like if it's a healthy coping thing, I'm cool with it. Life sucks.
Amen to that.
But
I
Right?
don't,
It's
I don't
hard.
believe
I
in-
would say
I would
would
never
say at
consume a
that point,
drug.
It shouldn't be paid. It shouldn't be paid as medicine for you. Like I'm pro
Just would never do
medicine
drugs.
being
You know?
paid, but
Oh, like yeah, there's a difference between pharmaceuticals and like just straight drugs. But in all fairness, is there really that much difference?
I'm kind of
even a lot of drugs can be used and should be pharmaceuticals. As somebody who did try the famous Destiny drug, the Vyvanse.
I'm kind of baffled that I
for this,
actually I disagree with
that's it.
you to the
Yeah.
right.
That
Well,
should
I
be-
mean, like there's levels where I'm pretty socially conservative. Like I don't want people. I'll put it this way. I don't have a problem if people are on drugs. What I have a problem with is if they're going around being toxic or breaking people's shit. That's where I want police brutality, and I'm gonna smile while it
It's a
fucking
Vyvanse.
happens. Like it's weird. Like my right wing credentials are like security mattered. When it's like when you go around breaking people's shit, like the other side of that is like I'm pretty liberal as long as you're not like being a complete douche canoe. So like that's why I
Yeah,
don't
but
really float in with both
The
sides.
conservative argument
like,
would
very
be
well.
whatever we make legal, we do so in a way with morally we are endorsing that as a society. So,
Yeah.
like, in a way, you're endorsing that drug use. And I'm not saying all drug users are degenerates, but it does
But they-
But
create
they
a
are.
lot of degenerates more so than not doing drugs would.
So I don't
No,
look at it.
I've done a ton of heroin in my life. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I got a successful job and shit. But
So-
like, there are some.
Yeah, I'll put it this way. I
do it.
don't generally look at drug users as degenerates. I really don't.
Same,
I look,
same. But some
that-
are.
and that's what I would say to like the American public if I had to defend this take is like, look, I get where there's people who are toxic, and there's that part where it's like I'm 100% behind the level of security where it's like you can't just get this shit freely and neely. Like I don't want it on the street. But there's a level where it's like there's people who do a lot better with some of this shit. There's a lot of people who use this as healthy coping mechanisms, and like if you can be an adult, if you can be responsible, I'm okay with you.
Do you know
I don't-
Switzerland? Switzerland's
Yeah.
law on that stuff.
I don't, but you
On
know,
a
if
lot of
it's,
stuff it works great. Like I overall would say European law is on a lot of the things better, but that's a different topic, especially because in Europe we don't have the whole things of doctors actually being able to like with the opioid epidemic, like pushing this shit like willy nilly. That's the first thing. Like while this shit should be possible to be get by people, that people should be able to get it. It shouldn't be able for doctors to, because some pharmaceutical company told them, push it and we give you some extra money to push it to the end. And on top, certain things should be given. For example, in Switzerland, heroin. Heroin? Heroin? I don't know how you...
heroin, but yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liquid gold, baby.
Oh,
The
jeez.
liquid gold, clean as fuck, is given to people. And heroin, a lot of people don't know it.
Oh, snap. Wick drew me in here. I did not consent. I didn't consent.
It's okay. I'm doing it anyway.
Basically,
No,
I'm just gonna
Discord
bring
rape.
everyone who's backstage. Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if all of you are gonna stay for this, right? But I'm gonna bring you all on for now because I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and you guys are gonna entertain my audience. And Sansel, who is gonna be here, right? Sansel, if you want to start getting the stream up, right? Oh, is that my responsibility again?
Yes, that's your responsibility again. Why do you think I invited you? But we are going to close down Twitch soon after I get back from the bathroom. So if you are on Twitch, remember, Kick or YouTube,
but I'm going to use the restroom. Be good. No slurs. Sansol, you're in charge till
What
I
is a
get back.
slur?
Well, before I just want to make a request of Tyler, and it's that you have to tell Wick to stop calling you Tyler when you're not around, because then I keep saying, "Who the fuck is Tyler?" That's my only request. Carry on, Sansol.
Okay, well, now that I'm in charge, I guess one second, I have to figure out where we're watching this. I didn't realize that he didn't tell me this.
Just
I have to
remember, we
find-
can't. You can't. I don't know if there's going to be any kind of way of streaming this live. If we're just saying chuck it in the fuck it bucket and we're all getting banned, or if we're just gonna like I don't know. All I know is
if you're streaming this to Twitch, you need to end your stream now.
why would
The
you
way
do
around.
that?
Hold
What?
on. Hold on. There's a way around that. All right. This is what you.
I don't like this. Anytime Admiral Gibbs says there's a way around it, this sounds like January 6th about to happen. Okay.
This is. Hey, listen.
I mean,
well,
Gibbs
hey,
does know a lot about trying to get around shit. He's a
hey,
big son of a bitch.
it's true. You know, us
Yeah.
big boys, we know. Hey, here's I'm gonna grease you up right now. Then here's how we do it. You just don't show it, but they can hear the audio. It's not covered under protection.
That could work.
Wait, did Twitch make an announcement saying any broadcasts of the debate is like verboten? Is that what happened?
No, but in the 2016 election, it happened. The 2020, the primary and the.
I
like,
might want to do this as a
general
martyr
election.
so that I can go on Twitter and be like, I got banned, I got censored. I
got it,
now am. I
Well,
am.
there's an actual logical way around it, which is you just separate the audio from your VOD track in OBS, and then it won't be in your VOD, and nobody ever goes after you. for your
Oh,
log
look at the
OBS.
fucking tech genius over here who knows how to fucking
Magic,
separate that. Oh wow, look at you. You're
All right, Sansol, carry on. You're in charge.
No. Really quick question. I'm interested. Are you doing it directly in OBS or do you use
That's what I was about to
Voicemeeter
ask.
for that? Voicemeter or?
I'm pretty sure you can do it
Voicemeter
through
is how you would
OBS.
separate the sources into OBS, and then in OBS you would separate the browser source or the Discord source out of your VOD track. But I actually just have a microphone that comes with software. It lets me split it now. So I
Wait,
switched.
really quick,
God damn it.
Parallax. Can I ask you a
Maximum
question?
house.
Can you like go like?
That's what I was just about to ask. I wasn't sure if
I
that was
think it's
just me
his
or
mic.
not.
I can't tell if it's your. I can't tell if you're sick or if you have like
mic.
Oh.
if something's wrong with your mic.
In the throat.
You sound like a frog.
I think it's just the frog.
Get the
Do I
frog
sound
out.
okay now?
Sound
Yeah.
good.
Frog's still there.
That
yeah.
frog is out.
I couldn't tell if it was
Be
your
careful-
microphone.
Be careful tonight if there's any frog running around in your living room or something.
Okay,
one second,
well,
I
I'm
gotta
back.
figure out-
Welcome
Let
back,
me
Wick.
let me kill Twitch.
Yeah, I gotta
in
figure
Minecraft,
out
right?
how to
So the stream
All right.
to-
I will nuke my Twitch stream, I guess.
You don't have to like that. It's your call,
No,
right?
I
Like,
probably
it's how much
should.
No,
risk
it's a
you're willing
it's a
to
bad
take.
decision. Don't
Yeah.
do that. I'm
Well,
telling you right now, it's a.
You know
bad
what?
decision.
Look,
You
I'm
will
not
get clapped.
monetized on YouTube or Twitter, so